Today I'm with Stephen Harvey QC. Good morning, Stephen.
Morning, Jonathan.
Everyone is very keen to hear from one of the country's leading QCs about your perception of how we are currently positioned with direct access. Just tell me how you're finding clients currently.
Well, I've been involved in a direct access practice now for a number of years, and I have a very positive reaction from virtually all of my clients, I'm happy to say. There are three essential advantages that the clients have made me very aware of. The first and most important is the fact that it's me that they deal with. And for regulatory reasons, they can only deal with me. They can't deal with another barrister in chambers because we all run our own individual practices. And particularly from those who have gone down the traditional route in the past, who have instructed solicitors, who in turn have instructed barristers, those people have said that they have particularly valued the opportunity of talking directly with the lawyer who's actually dealing with their case. Because they in the past have experienced being pushed really from pillar to post, from one solicitor to another, from one partner to another, to a trainee, to a secretary. And what they got sick of was having to retell their story over and over again. And of course, what we provide on the direct access front is what might be termed perfect continuity, from beginning to end. And that's really the main of the three advantages that have been voiced to me. The second, of course, is cost. And the third, of course, is the speed with which they can get counsel's opinion and my services from the very outset.
Thank you. So I get, as a client, for instance, if I come to a QC, which I'm allowed to do, I get continuity. I get that sense of added value, don't I, on the basis that I'm coming to you at the first instance. You can shape and influence a case, presumably, at a much earlier stage.
Well, that's very important. You can. And that's particularly the case in, for example, health and safety investigations or regulatory investigations. And pre-charge involvement can be influential, of course, to the decision that's eventually taken as to whether or not there's going to be a charge. And it most certainly is important with regard to the conduct of the case if it eventually ends up before a court.
Indeed. But often businesses and SMEs that I speak to have a misunderstanding that because I've got a solicitor involved at an early stage, I can't come to you. But that's not right, is it?
No, not at all, no. Now it's virtually a level playing field. Members of the public can come directly to members of the bar who are appropriately qualified to accept direct access work without more.
So, just to confirm, I can come to you at any stage as a small business to instruct you?
You can, at any stage.
And what about the cost? I'm a little bit concerned as a business. It's going to cost me huge amounts of money. So I get prevented or deterred from coming even to a legal advisor. So just give me some ideas about fixed fees, for example.
Well, fixed fees are very fashionable. There is a commercial marketplace out there in the provision of legal services. Fixed fees are a sure way, an attractive way. Certainly clients find them attractive because they know what they're getting involved with. And of course there's now litigation funding in terms of being able to borrow monies to fund litigation. But the big saving is that you're paying one lawyer, not two.
It's quite simple and straightforward, Steve, when you put it like that. So the modern approach from a business perspective is that I can come and instruct you as a QC and you can give me a fixed fee. You can give me a fixed fee for the advice that I need.
Jonathan, you can come directly to me. A small or medium-sized business can come directly to me. I can give advice on a fixed fee basis. They will know exactly what the outlay is going to be beforehand. I'm very happy to give quotes and in advance, and indeed speak with prospective clients by way of a telephone call or even a video conference. Yes. By way of setting out what their position is and giving them some broad advice at the very outset.
Stephen, that's fantastic news for our businesses that we speak to. One of the other things that are emerging and we are developing is online video technology. So we are now at the forefront of placing legal surgeries, which will offer business and small enterprises online video conference advice at the first instance, free of charge. Just tell me about how you envisage that developing for businesses.
Well, I can see that growing very rapidly, because we've never been so bound by regulations. Small and medium-sized businesses don't have the resources to employ, for example, compliance officers, and far less have compliance departments, which really are necessary to keep abreast of the sheer volume of regulations that are being produced, affecting every aspect of commerce. What we can do in those health checks will provide effectively a health check in those surgeries, and for a fixed fee, appraise a company's or a business organisation's processes. It comes under the rather grand title corporate governance, but it's actually a vital and integral part of any kind of business operation, and really no business can afford to ignore it. So yes, I think these surgeries are going to help businesses and will provide them with an opportunity of understanding the problem they've got, and then if they want to take the matter forward by formal instructions, instructing barristers directly, then they can do so. But we will give them the opportunity of actually, or these surgeries will give them the opportunity of actually understanding what the size and shape of the problem is.
Stephen, that's great. We've really enjoyed talking to you this morning, and we look forward to hosting one of the surgeries with you moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you.